2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to 2K Sports. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Atlanta, where we'll see the Hawks going up against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, they haven't that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. Intriguing team, fellas. Blend of vets, younger guys. What do you see as their strengths this season?
Well, they got a lot of guys that can initiate the offense. You know, the depth sometimes serves them well, especially playing at that high altitude. I used to play in Denver for 2 seconds. I used to be like, Coach, timeout. I can't breathe.
Well, they got some great young talent. And I think their backcourt is probably their strongest asset right now. But, you know, you got guys in the front court that can really get it done. And I love that altitude. I used to go, and my lungs would be free.
Maybe you weren't in shape. Kevin Harlan.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And the performance of the Star-Spangled Banner by Linda Lynn. We are happy to have you with us tonight for the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. A contest between conferences, Phillips Arena, Atlanta, where the Hawks take to their home floor. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season. In the 2 meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap has become one of the best NBA big men when it comes to getting steals. Now, Millsap says when you're 6'8" going up against guys that are 7 feet, you're not going to be able to block their shot every time. So you try to get it down low when they bring it down. It's all about being smart and using what you have. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense. One of the most underrated players in the game.
And really, the Nuggets, a stronger team than many had predicted last season. One area that troubled them was the defensive end. And when they would lose, it was usually by being unable to come up with consistent stops.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
And it's the Hawks to start out. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Harris is out there with Will Barton, and it's Chandler in at the 3. Here's Delaney. Really disappointing game for him in that loss to Chicago. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brucino. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. And for the Nuggets and their defensive issues, Greg, a lot of it stemmed from their lack of rim protection.
Yeah, the inability to challenge shots in general, for that matter. And they also had problems applying pressure and forcing turnovers as a team, at the bottom of the league in terms of turnovers forced.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Millsap able to use the threat of his shot to get the defender off balance.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
first free throw is good.
You know, Paul Millsap was shopped around by the Atlanta Hawks last season. A lot of speculation about where he would end up this summer, but you knew he would get paid.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Millsap dealing with some knee tightness down the stretch last season.
Combined with his age, that might hurt his market just a bit. Still, for a player of his caliber, you knew there'd be a team willing to open the floodgates. Phenomenal defense there, but even better offense.
Harris kicks to Chandler. Fires the three. They get it again. Jokic, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Atlanta Hawks.
And last season, how about the jump to true stardom that Jokic was able to make? There was a stretch where every game he just looked more and more incredible. Truly gave this team, I think, a franchise player in the blink of an eye.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And for so many fans, Greg, of Jokic, it wasn't a surprise to see his play blossom last season.
Yeah, and boy, did he. Jokic is so skilled for a big man, having played point guard growing up. Still very young and looks to be a star for a long time.
And so he makes both from the line.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Delaney, the pass to Dedmon. To the right side. There's the triple. Goes back up. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
You know, the 7-footer Dwayne Dedmon was a late bloomer to this game. His mother didn't let him play sports early on, but when he turned 18, though, he decided he wanted to pursue basketball.
That free throw missing. And for most 7-footers, the game finds them. Coaches and scouts search out kids with special physical gifts like Dwayne Dedmon.
He's had to make up for lost time, but he made it. Last season, the most consistent playing time of his career. The Spurs coaching staff bringing him up to speed.
Good on the second free throw. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Jokic a screen. There's the feed to Chandler. It's stolen by Harris. Chandler kicks to Barton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I like to see that. Taking it up strong in traffic.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Especially on the road. You're hoping for any extra contributions. But for a couple of stretches, there, the backups control the game.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Millsap, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And when you talk about just a natural basketball player, I think you got to envision a guy like Paul Millsap. He just does it all. He's got the skill level and versatility at that power forward position. And in this league today, you have to be able to impact the game the way he does.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And you look at all the different things that Paul Millsap does for you on the court, Greg. Don't forget about the defensive end of the floor, too.
Yeah, great point. And all defense selection, one of the great big men in league history in terms of getting steals. Just unbelievable hands. And you know what? He epitomizes consistency when you look at the course of his career. And Paul Millsap, a very versatile player, can shoot from anywhere, defend multiple positions. This guy just does it all.
And it's sent back by Millsap. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Ilyasova a screen. 6 to shoot. Delaney kicks to Ilyasova. Here's Brusino. Drops one in from the wing. Brusino's got his first 2 points.
Not sure who designed that play, but he makes it count.
Outside Millsap. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. The pass to Jokic. Dedmon with the block. Here's Bembry. Martin defending. Here's Delaney. Atlanta gets it back in a new 24. Pass to Ilyasova. Here's Dedmon. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Hawks.
And no doubt they relied upon that 3-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. That's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And the Hawks with an unselfish offensive style. Players in motion, a lot of spacing, and Steve Smart shot selection.
Yeah, it is. But what they really need is they need more shooters and playmakers. They don't have enough of them. Right now, their offense is predicated on guys who have a high skill level.
He's perfect from the line this time. And when the Nuggets are clicking on offense, Greg, they are a joy to watch.
You know they are, and one reason is because they're one of the better passing teams in the league. But right near the top in terms of assists per game last season, and all players on this roster at all positions look to make that extra pass to get an easy bucket.
And the Hawks with possession here after the Nuggets pick up 2. Delaney no good.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Harris passes to Jokic. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And yes, it's good. And it's 6 points for Jokic.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Delaney. Following the basket by Jokic. He gets that one.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Now Barton. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
They get it again. Goes back up. Back to Fareed. Rebounded by the Hawks. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. In that one, it didn't happen.
You know, it's not rocket science. When you're cold from the perimeter, you got to pound it inside and at least draw some fouls.
And Atlanta has possession. Following the miss by Kenneth Fareed. Brusino misses. For Denver, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Harris dishes to Barton. Back to Harris. Fareed setting the pick for Harris. Dedmon with the block, and he recovers it. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Delaney kicks to Brasino. Passes to Bembry. Ilyasova, a screen on Barton. Here's Bembry. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Barton kicks to Fareed. Screen by Fareed. Pass to Chandler. Goes up off the pick. Jokic with it. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Jokic has got 8 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Delaney kicks to Ilyasova. Offensive rebound. Delaney, the pass to Bembry. Back to Delaney. They set the screen to the inside. Dedmon. The pass to Bembry. Here's Delaney. Tries yet again. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. And we see the game of basketball gaining popularity, Steve, around the globe. Do you see a difference in the number of international players in the league now versus, say, when you came into the league?
You know, Kevin, back then I saw it. It was probably 90-10, 90% of guys from United States and then 10% international. That number right now is starting to grow. It is getting closer and closer to 50-50. And the reason why, scouts now with the technology, you can find a guy all over this globe, and guys are coming over here taking the game serious. I think it's going to come down to wherever you're from. If you're fundamentally sound, you have a chance to make it in the NBA.
And you know, Steve, a credit to current NBA and college coaches for making these summertime pilgrimages overseas to teach the kids in Yugoslavia and Serbia and all over the globe about the game of basketball. I think that has also sped up the development, and that's, again, a reflection of the international player coming to the NBA.
You're totally right. The global games and guys got to get a chance to see. I think it really started with the Dream Team, the original Dream Team. Everybody international are loving this game, and I think the players who listen and go out and work on their game, they have a better chance.
Bembry kicks to Plumlee. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Bembry, covered by Beasley. He dishes it to Moutier. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Here's Babbitt with the 3. Up again. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. The dish now to Fareed, and that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession.
And now a look at Emmanuel Mudiay here, how he performed last season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
The Hawks leading. Here's Babbitt. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Hands it from downtown.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Moutier. Kicks to Beasley. Back to Moutier. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Plumlee with the screen, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Some guys, they just know how to get away with it, and some don't.
Moutier kicks to Plumlee. Trying to find Moutier, gets it to him. Arthur with it. Out to the right wing. And Fareed the bucket on the assist by Arthur. And now just a 1-point Hawks lead. Moghetti dishes to Muscala. Here's the screen. Moghetti the pass to Babbitt. Fires the three. No good from Moghetti. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Beasley kicks to Fareed. The wing jumper off target.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Moghetti right side. Atlanta again missing. Moghetti's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Beasley. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Moghetti kicks to Plumlee. Bembry the pass to Moghetti. Another miss by Moghetti. Denver in the lead. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah, great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Now, here is Moghetti. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Nuggets in second.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Here's Denver now. They've got an 8-0 run. Plumlee with the screen. Moutier kicks to Arthur. There's a good screen. Here's Fareed over Muscala. That one a little long.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Babbitt's gone 1 of 3 from deep tonight. Now here's Beasley. Feeds to Moutier. Down low. Kicks it out to Beasley. Teardrop shot. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Tie game in Atlanta. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
A fundamental part of basketball, taking advantage of guys who fail to block out.
And Denver has possession. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Collins is out there with Mike Muscala. Then it's Luke Babbitt, and it's Bembry in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Moutier with the basket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge. Well, guys, Emmanuel Moutier spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Evan?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Here's Maggette. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets leading by 4.
The Atlanta Hawks, a defensive powerhouse, top 7 for the last 3 seasons. Give the coaching staff a lot of credit. The roster may change, but they remain a disciplined group.
The Hawks working the ball around. A three-pointer, no good.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
Now here's Millsap.
When it comes to drawing fouls, Millsap's one of the best in the league.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good. And the Nuggets with some changes. Chandler comes in for Jarrell Arthur. And it's Will Barton in for Malik Beasley. He hits the second from the line. Oh, Smitty, we've talked about it. The growth of the game around the globe has really been something to see. How about among international players, guys that catch your eye?
Giannis, his name keeps coming up in all these conversations. Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford has been fantastic. Marc Gasol, Pau Gasol, Rudy Gobert. There's so many different names. These guys stand out, but I think the young guys, Giannis, Porzingis, those are the guys I'm really looking at.
I'm a Dragic fan too. Goran Dragic is a guy I like though. He's a slasher. He's a guy that will drive.
He's been very solid.
For Atlanta, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And the Hawks making a change here. Delaney's checked in. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Harris comes in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And that one misses. And the Hawks, known for their equal opportunity drive and kick offensive style. But Greg, their three-point shooting percentage has cratered the last few seasons.
Yeah, and the way the league is going, that's something they'll have to fix. The free throw line, also an issue for this group. It's clear they're in search of more shooting.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Well, Smitty, you look at Coach Bud, Mike Budenholzer of the Hawks. You got to love the equal opportunity offensive style he employs.
Yes, right out of the San Antonio Spurs playbook. A lot of passing. They talk about we want to get a great shot, not a good shot. Unselfish basketball.
First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good.
This is part of the reason they're down. The free throw line has not been kind to them this quarter.
And Millsap slams it in.
Well, all right, Paul Millsap looking bouncy tonight.
Here's Delaney. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Maggette outside. Collins dishes to Ilyasova. Atlanta again missing.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Now here's Millsap. He's coming off a 13-point game against Charlotte.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
Here's Chandler. It's rebounded by Brusino.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
The Hawks trail by 6. This is to Ilyasova. Pass to Brusino. Ilyasova, a screen on Chandler. Here's Brusino. He's guarded by Chandler. Brusino, the pass to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Here's Delaney. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Delaney's got his 3rd basket of the night.
My goodness, how about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
Barton outside. There's the pick. He kicks it to Chandler. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
And the Hawks making a change here. Dedmon's checked in.
One shot.
The Hawks trail by 7. Delaney kicks to Ilyasova. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. They set the pick. Back to Delaney. Ilyasova, a screen. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, this is where we're going in the NBA right now. Stretch bigs.
Harris kicks to Chandler. Wants to get it to Barton and does. Swiped away. Here's Brusino. He's got 5. It's Dedmon, top of the key. Ilyasova, a screen on Harris. Here's Delaney. Guarded by Harris. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the shooter, Ilyasova, played the first 7 seasons of his career with the Milwaukee Bucks, but he's had to keep his bags packed over the last couple seasons.
Yeah, just in the last 2 seasons, Detroit, Orlando, Oklahoma City, Philadelphia, and Atlanta. In the summer, he signed a new free agent deal. I'm sure he's looking forward to having a stable address for a little while.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Arthur's checked in, and he's good on the second. And here are the Nuggets now. It's a 3-point game. Barton outside. He feeds it to Chandler, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilyasova.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Jokic, he's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 16 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done. When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
Nice shot by Brusino.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Nuggets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Harris outside. Stolen. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. All going up court.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
And the free throw, no good. Smitty, we have a question sent in by a viewer. They want to know, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what food would you pick? And got anything for that?
You know what? Ooh, Kevin, that's a good question. There's so many, especially my mom's cooking. But I'm going to go with shrimp fried rice. That's the one I think I would eat for the rest of my life. After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Barton against Maggette. Barton kicks to Harris. They set the pick. Right through the D for the layup.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Racino kicks to Delaney. Edmond passes to Delaney. Over Harris. The shot, no good.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
Chandler goes in. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. No good from Maggette.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
And here's the fast break. Here's Brusino. That shot off. And the Nuggets going the other way. And here is Chandler. An 11-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
And when you factor in the assist totals, that's a complete game.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish. Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
Harris dishes to Barton. Left side, Harris. Baseline J on the way, and the shot goes down. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Delaney kicks to Ilyasova. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Delaney. 5 to shoot. Out to Maggette. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Racino misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Rob. Maggette outside. Shoots over Barton. And that one's good by Maggette. Maggette's got 5.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here's Barton. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Racino misses.
I'm not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Now here is Harris. He had 19 points in the win against Charlotte. 6 to shoot. Here's Arthur. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Arthur's got his first bucket in this one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Fareed comes in for Wilson Chandler. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Barton. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Harris. Here's Delaney. He's got 6. Bembry the pass to Delaney. There's the pick. Now the feed to Babbitt. Plumlee with the screen. Knocks it loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Mudiay kicks to Fareed. Back to Mudiay. High post shot. Rebound, Atlanta. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Babbitt. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Plumlee with the steal. Now here's Arthur. He's guarded closer. That one drops for him.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Bembry kicks to Delaney. And a miss there on the triple. Nuggets shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Beasley dishes to Arthur. Plumlee the pass to Beasley. Screen by Fareed. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And they're pushing it up. Here's Delaney. Rebound by the Nuggets. Now Mudiay. He's got 6. Passes it to Plumlee. Back to Mudiay. Fareed left side. Takes it from 10. Rebound by Muscala.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
The Nuggets have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
One shot.
And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 3. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Mudiay kicks to Beasley. 43 seconds left in the first half. Fareed, right side. No good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Pass to Bembry. Over Beasley. But they'll get another chance. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
19 seconds left in the second quarter. Now here's Mudiay. Defense is right there. Ball stolen. Here's Delaney. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 3-point Atlanta lead. Beasley for 3, and no good trying to get that one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, your guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Well, I think our activity, hopefully in the pick and rolls, is making it difficult on them, contesting every shot, denying, just our activity in general.
High hands and quick feet. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime report. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
The thing I like was how they were making a conscious effort to work the ball inside. They should do the same in the second half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Whether running the offense through the post, driving it, doesn't matter. Get to the rim, and the rest will take care of itself.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. The Nuggets trail by 3. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Harris. Then it's Wilson Chandler, and it's Plumlee in at the 4 slot.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him.
And there's the pass to Bembry. From outside, off the mark.
And that's the shot he wants, just a little bit out of rhythm.
Barton, that's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Barton's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nuggets. Delaney kicks to Dedmon. To the left wing. Here's Bembry. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Jokic a screen. On the wing, Chandler. The 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Chandler's got 7. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Here's Brasino. He's got 10, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And check out the numbers for Barton, how he did last season. He put up about 13 points a game last season, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
For sure, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He always seems to supply points for them in bunches.
Collins checked in for Plumlee. And a switcher also for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Plumlee. Here's Bembry. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Jokic.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
For Atlanta, they have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Chandler kicks to Harris. Millsap in the corner. No good on the 3. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You know what? It's a big momentum builder for sure. That could be a game-changing moment there.
The Nuggets have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Free throw, Chandler. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Collins. Chandler hits them both. Here's Delaney. He's got 10. He dishes it to Ilyasova. Here's Bembry. Nailed from three-point land. Bembry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Shoots from 12. Not enough on that one as it misses. The Nuggets trail by 3. Chandler with the ball. He's got 9. Martin dishes to Chandler. Here's Brasino. He's guarded by Chandler. Pass to Delaney. Over Harris. Delaney no good. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Martin left side. Outside Millsap. Harris passes to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Millsap. And that's now 11 points for Wilson Chandler.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
There's the screen. Here's Bembry. Martin defending. Ilyasova a screen. Atlanta again missing. Nuggets trail. On the wing, Harris. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Oh, no question. He just punishes the opposition in that category, and there's no end in sight.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
There's the screen. Delaney kicks to Dedmon. Ilyasova a screen. Beyond the arc. Another shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Chandler.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. The Hawks making a switch here. Maggetti's checked in. And he sinks the second. Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Harris kicks to Barton. Chandler against Ilyasova. Left side, Harris. Knocked away. Here's Brusino. Kept alive. Here's Dedmon. Here's Ilyasova. Passes to Bembry for the 3. Chandler with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Harris drives in. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Hawks trail it. Maggette with it, picked up by Harris. Bembry kicks to Maggette. Launches a 3. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Dedmon's got 7.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Jokic. He's got 8. Jokic a screen. And stolen by Ilyasova. Uncovered. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Picked him clean. Pass to Brusino. Finished off the break. He's got 12.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Harris passes to Jokic. Inside. Chandler is screen. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
And Millsap just feeling it. Doesn't take much to get him going.
Now, here is Maggette. 5 points in the game. Here's Bembry. Just 5 on the clock. Ilyasova a screen. Maggette. No good on the triple. For Denver, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Harris dishes to Barton. Kicks it to Millsap. Dedmon with the block. And here's Maggette. The dish to Ilyasova. Brusino kicks to Dedmon. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Hawks lead by 3.
He really showed terrific body control there to complete the finger roll layup over some stingy defense.
Denver calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Millsap misses. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Babbitt. 7 points in the game. Here's the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Moutier passes to Fareed. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Collins. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Miles Plumlee's checked in for the Hawks. That one misses. Here's Bembry. 10 points for him. Here's Brusino. Fires from 18. Misses off the right iron. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. That's good from Moutier on the assist by Beasley. That's now 8 points for Emmanuel Moutier. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Racino kicks to Bembry. Here's the screen. Here's the floater. And Fareed sends it back. Here's Moutier, and again it's Denver. Here's Racino. He's got 12. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Moutier. He's got 10, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And with Moutier, although he is a heavy rotation player, Greg, he is still somewhat of a project long-term.
You know, it isn't always easy to be patient with Moutier, but that's what is needed. Slowly improving his efficiency, which is a big issue for him. And you can see the raw potential, but he has a lot of smaller things to clean up.
Malcolm Delaney, he's checked in for Bembry. The Nuggets leading by 3. Millsap. Plumlee with the rebound.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yep, trying to shoot himself back into this. Regain some confidence first. And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Here's Moutier following the bucket by the Hawks. Over to the wing. Can't hit from in close. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. Racino the pass to Delaney. They set the pick. Feeds it to Babbitt. Dishes it to Muscala. Here's Delaney. Defended by Moutier. Looking to get back on track here. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 1.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Millsap pitch to Moutier. Denver passing it around. Here's Beasley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a look here at the shot chart for Maggette.
And this is a bit of a nightmare game for him thus far. Just nothing working, and it has to be affecting his confidence. He just doesn't look like the player he normally is out there, and you can see it in his body language after every missed shot. Boy, this is tough.
And he knocks down the first one. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Denver. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Delaney, the pass to Muscala. There's a screen. Delaney kicks to Muscala. Back to Delaney. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. That shot, no good.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Delaney. He's got 10. Plumlee with the screen.
shots.
And the first one drops. That one is no good. 2 on the clock. Unable to get that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Denver on top. They're up by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Let's build on it. Let's build on that quarter. No let up. Great defense, okay?
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Hawks trailer. Muscala and Plumlee the bigs. Then it's Luke Babbitt, and it's Brusino in at the 2. So that's the Hawks 5. Plumlee with the screen. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Plumlee's got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside Millsap. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Delaney kicks to Muscala. He feeds it to Babbitt. To the wing right side. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Brusino. Kenneth Faried pulls it in. Faried's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Beasley. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Delaney kicks to Plumlee. Here's Brusino. Covered by Beasley. Off the screen. Here's Muscala. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Denver in the lead. Here's Beasley. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 3 assists tonight.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
Now here's Plumlee. Here's Delaney. And it's good for 2.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Moutier kicks to Millsap. Got a hand on it. Here's Brusino. Covered by Beasley. Plumlee can't hit that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Moutier dishes to Millsap. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Skill and quickness, Millsap exploiting his talents.
Delaney, the pass to Muscala. Babbitt kicks to Delaney. The feed to Muscala. Back to Delaney. Plumlee with the screen. Elbow shot. And Muscala kicks to Brasino. Denver passing it around. That's good from Moutier on the assist by Arthur. Arthur's got 5 assists tonight.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. One guy who's been getting it done is Paul Millsap.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Miles Plumlee. Ilyasova comes in for Muscala. And it's Bembry in for Luke Babbitt. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Kenneth Faried. Chandler comes in for Jarrell Arthur. Will Barton, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Harris subbed in for Moutier. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, "We have got to get some shots." It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Denver leading by 6. Here's Barton. Rebounded by the Hawks. Dedmon's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Rosino misses.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Chandler kicks to Barton. Back to Chandler. Rebound by the Hawks. Ilyasova's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barton.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
Here's Delaney. Here's Bembry.
And offensively, they have laid an egg here in the second half. The missed shots are piling up, and their field goal percentage continues to plummet.
Chandler's shot, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ilyasova, a screen on Barton. Here's Bembry. Barton defending. Shot to end this cold run. Bembry misses.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. The Hawks trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The pass to Delaney. Ilyasova, a screen. Lets it go from deep. Delaney, no good.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
The kick out to Barton. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
Atlanta making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Here's Bembry. Barton defending. Pass to Delaney. Here's Brasino. He kicks it to Plumlee. And no good. Good defense by Jokic.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Millsap confident attacking off the dribble.
And Atlanta has possession. A 12-point game. Delaney, the pass to Plumlee. Here's Delaney. Passes it to Brasino. Plumlee with the screen. There's a good screen. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
And Atlanta has possession. Wilson Chandler getting his 3 to go. Bembry kicks to Dedmon. Pass to Bembry, looking to end the run. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Not only does that dunk help in cutting into this lead, but it gives this team a real confidence boost, too.
Now here's Barton. Millsap a screen. Clock at 6. Here's Jokic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Smitty, I heard somewhere that both Larry Bird and Kevin Durant did a lot of wrist strengthening exercises when they were growing up. How important is wrist strength to basketball players, and especially shooters like yourself?
You know, when you're taught the game of shooting a basketball, Kevin, they say get your legs into it. But there's sometimes you are in situations where the only thing you can do is use your arms and your wrists. And you see guys right now from a flat-out standstill position deep behind the three-point line, a la Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. They're just shooting it with all arms and wrists. So it's very important to strengthen your wrists and your arms.
And did you do that? Did you do any of that wrist strengthening when you played, and did you adhere to that?
I did not, Kevin. All I did was did some push-ups.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Hawks trail by 14. Here's Brasino. He dishes it to Dedmon. Plumlee, the pass to Brasino. Plumlee with a screen on Chandler. Here's Brasino, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Mike Muscala is checked in for Atlanta. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Denver. They're on an 18-6 run. Harris outside. Kicks to Millsap. It's deflected. Here's Delaney. Guarded by Harris. Brasino. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound, Atlanta.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Out to the wing. Here's Bembry. Connects from three-point range.
I can't understand in the midst of a game you leave an elite shooter this wide open.
Barton kicks to Millsap. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Delaney, the pass to Dedmon. Yep, that one goes in there. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 18 rebounds. Now Barton. Millsap dishes to Barton. Jokic kicks to Barton. Millsap left side. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Paul Millsap is very capable as a spot-up threat.
To the middle. Here's Muscala. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. The Nuggets leading by 8. For 3, Harris. Good on the three-point shot.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul Millsap.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. And so it's Atlanta with it. They trail by 11. Right wing. Here's Bembry. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Denver's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Barton passes to Jokic. Ilyasova against Millsap. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Paul Millsap is a workhorse inside.
They set the pick. Inside. Here's Ilyasova. Good defense by Jokic.
Poor decision to force that one. The defense is right there because of a terrible pick.
Harris kicks to Jokic. There's the dish to Barton. Jokic a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Ilyasova. Again, Millsap missing.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
The Nuggets leading by 13. Harris kicks to Millsap. Chandler outside. Back to Millsap. Shoots from the elbow.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Denver.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the floor of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Paul Millsap.
You know, the story of this game was his offensive production. It didn't matter what the defense threw at him. He just found ways to counter and led his team.
Barton kicks to Harris. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
you know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.